Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas.
You image yourself after a gay painter. Your big homie want to look like a gay painter.
If you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that. Don't be in front of us and act like a straight up G, and then you get over here and you let any boy bust up your back.
I don't think Pimp would have accepted a Jay-Z verse to be of equal value to him.
And he showed you a mixtape that would probably break the internet in today's world.
Right.
50 Cent once warned about how the industry is quick to silence whistleblowers. But was that exactly what happened to Pimp C? The Southern rap icon's death left his fans stunned, but the circumstances? Way too suspicious.
Blood all over the bed, but he was kneeled down like he had been praying, and the candles had been burnt all the way down. So they knew he had probably been dead for like a day or something, because he always lit these candles to help him sleep.
It's rumored Pimp C had evidence, a tape involving Beyonce, that could have shattered her career and exposed some of Jay-Z's darkest secrets. Could this be why he didn't make it out alive?
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage.
Why did Jay Prince allegedly pay to keep this footage hidden? And just how far would Jay-Z and Beyonce go to keep their secrets buried?
His mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there is actually a person of interest.
Rumors have circulated that Pimp C had footage that would expose some of the biggest names in the business, including Beyonce. But what was on that footage? And could it be the reason he lost his life? Some sources suggest that Jay-Z may have had a hand in keeping this tape buried. Was it part of a larger plan to keep Pimp C silent? Or was it something even more sinister? Let's dive into the mystery of this viral tape, Pimp C's death, and the secrets of the music industry. Pimp C wasn't just another rapper, he was a pioneer in Southern hip-hop, one half of the iconic duo UGK, and a man who spoke his mind no matter the cost.
If you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that. Don't be in front of us and act like a straight up G, and then you get over here and you let any boy bust up your back.
But his boldness came at a price. Pimp C had seen things in the industry that he couldn't keep quiet about. He once warned that the business was filled with dirty dealings, but what he didn't say publicly was that he had proof. Pimp C was reportedly in possession of footage that could have blown the lid off some of the biggest stars in the industry, including Beyonce. But before he could make his next move, he was gone. And now, years later, that footage is finally coming to light. Pimp C's death in December 2007 hit the hip-hop world hard. Officially, they said he died from a mix of codeine syrup and sleep apnea, a condition where you stop breathing while sleeping. But over the years, many of his close friends, family members, and fans have questioned the story. They think something more sinister happened, with rumors ranging from secret tapes to Illuminati conspiracies. For context, back in late 2007, Pimp C was in Hollywood, working on new music with Oakland rapper Too Short. On the morning of December 4th, Pimp was supposed to fly back to Texas to meet his wife and his cousin Edgar. But when he didn't show up, his family got worried. After repeated phone calls went unanswered, they asked the hotel staff to check on him. When they did, they found Pimp C unconscious in his room, and sadly, he had already passed away. According to DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia, the hotel room was like something out of a horror movie. He said Pimp C was found lying like he was praying, but there was blood all over the bed.
Blood all over the bed, but he was kneeled down like he had been praying, and the candles had been burnt all the way down. So they knew he had probably been dead for like a day or something, because he always lit these candles to help him sleep.
At first, people thought Pimp had been shot because of the amount of blood, but it turned out that wasn't the case. DJ Paul shared that Pimp's manager, Rick Martin, was also shocked by the scene, adding to the confusion. The official report from the coroner later stated that Pimp C's death was an accident caused by his sleep apnea, which was made worse by his lean addiction. Pimp C's love for lean was no secret in the hip-hop world. He, along with DJ Screw, was one of the first rappers to bring sipping lean into the mainstream, even having a hit song with UGK and 3-6 Mafia called Sippin' on Some Syrup. However, while a lot of rappers drank lean, not all of them died from it, which made some people question the official cause of death. Doctors said that Pimp's sleep apnea made him choke in his sleep, and because the lean knocked him out so deeply, he couldn't wake up to save himself. Bun B, Pimp's UGK partner, believed the official story. He explained that Pimp had gained a lot of weight while in prison, which made his sleep apnea worse. After Pimp C got out in 2005, he didn't work out much and went right back to drinking lean, which created a dangerous combination of health issues. Bun B said Pimp C went into prison wearing XL-size clothes and came out wearing 4XL. But not everyone close to Pimp C accepts that explanation. Some of his closest friends and even his mother, Mama West, believe that Pimp C was unalived. Mama West had a gut feeling something was wrong when Pimp didn't call her the night before he died, which he usually did. She has always believed that someone was in the room with him and that he was poisoned. Journalist Julia Beverly, who wrote a biography about Pimp C, said in an interview that Mama West thought her son was unalived. According to Julia, after Pimp C's death, the media ran with the story that he overdosed on codeine, but Mama West believed that was a lie. She suspected someone in Pimp's inner circle was involved in his death and even thought she knew who it was. Julia also said that Mama West once told her that the coroner didn't have enough solid evidence to claim it was a drug overdose, but they went with that story anyway.
His mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there is actually a person of interest.
Too Short, who was working with Pimp C in the days before his death, also had doubts about the official version. He was supposed to meet Pimp C the day he was found dead, and when he didn't hear from him, he went to the hospital to try and get answers. But no one told him anything. Over the years, Too Short kept trying to find out what happened, but he never got any clear answers, which still bothers him today. He has mentioned how it seems strange that so many celebrities die alone in hotel rooms, adding that artists' work often becomes more valuable after they pass, which should make people suspicious.
I never got if the door was locked and I just had to break it down, because if the door wasn't locked, that means somebody left out.
Another close friend of Pimp C, a guy named Chelio, also didn't buy the official story. Chelio, who has sleep apnea himself, said that while it's not a pleasant experience, he never came close to dying from it. He also shared a theory similar to Too Short's, saying that when artists with big voices speak out, the media tries to make them look like addicts to discredit them. Right before Pimp C died, he had been calling out record labels and even claimed that some big names in the music industry were secretly gay. Chelio and others think that Pimp C might have been silenced for speaking out.
And if you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that. Don't be in front of us and acting like a straight up G, and then you get over here and you letting these boys bust up your back.
Orlando Brown, the former Disney star, also shared his thoughts about Pimp C's death. Orlando was mentored by Pimp C for 5 or 6 years, and in an interview with No Jumper, he said he never saw Pimp C drink lean in all the time they spent together. According to Orlando, the worst thing he ever saw Pimp do was drink a glass of red wine, which wasn't often. He believes the story about Pimp overdosing was a setup.
Chad only did, red wine, a cup of red wine like twice.
Really?
Yeah, so that whole situation with him, with them planting and all that stuff was planted, bro.
Could Jay-Z have played a role in this? Sources suggest that Pimp C's knowledge of Jay-Z and Beyonce's secrets was a threat to their empire. And now, with this new tape surfacing, we might finally learn the truth. For years, there have been whispers about an intimate encounter between Pimp C and Beyonce, footage that was supposedly locked away, never to be seen by the public. But why was this footage so dangerous? And could it be the key to understanding why Pimp C's life ended so tragically? Some people think that Jay-Z and Jay Prince were responsible for putting a hit on Pimp C. Jay-Z and UGK worked together on the track Big Pimpin', which became a huge hit with both East Coast and Southern hip-hop fans. Big Pimpin' is now considered a hip-hop classic, but the song almost didn't happen. Bun B came up with the idea to do a song with Jay-Z, but Pimp C wasn't on board at first. Pimp was a huge Tupac fan, and Jay was close friends with Biggie. Since Pac and Jay-Z had dissed each other in the past, Pimp C didn't want to work with someone who had issues with Tupac, especially someone like Jay-Z. But Bun B and the label eventually convinced Pimp C to go through with it. Even after they started working on the song, Pimp C almost shut it all down again because he didn't like one of Jay-Z's lyrics. According to Cambo Joshua, an A&R who worked at Rockefeller, Pimp C almost backed out because he thought Jay-Z was rapping about something inappropriate. In the song, Jay-Z rapped, "In the cut where I keep 'em till I need a nut, till I need to beat the guts, then it's beep beep and I'm picking 'em up, let 'em play with the D in the truck." Pimp C misheard the lyrics and thought Jay was talking about something explicit, which Pimp said would be career suicide. He told Cambo that he couldn't be part of a song with someone rapping about things like that. Eventually, though, the song was released, but right away, Pimp C and Jay-Z didn't get along. Rumors suggest that the beef between Pimp C and Jay-Z goes even deeper. There are even claims by one Pimpin' Ken that Pimp C had a secret S-tape with Beyonce that he was threatening to release. In a revealing interview, Pimpin' Ken shared explosive details about a S-tape featuring the late Pimp C and a prominent figure in the music industry. While he refrained from naming names, he described the individual as a well-known R&B singer who was in a relationship with someone noted for their significant wealth at the time. Pimpin' Ken emphasized the tape's potential impact, stating it was so shocking that it could break the internet in today's digital landscape.
And he showed you a sex tape that would probably break the internet in today's world.
Right.
Pimpin' Ken described the female star as a big-time R&B diva, highlighting that she had a distinctive and loud demeanor during intimate moments. He implied that this singer had been involved with several rappers from Houston, but he chose not to reveal her identity out of respect for Pimp C's wishes. However, he dropped hints about the caliber of her fame, mentioning that she was more famous than Kim Kardashian, suggesting that if the tape were to be leaked, it could have generated a staggering amount of money, potentially trillions of dollars.
If I would have had it, I would have anonymously put it out because I would have made trillions of dollars.
Yeah, but I say, how much money you feel?
I think you'd have made trillions.
Interestingly, Pimpin' Ken noted that at the time the tape was supposedly recorded, Jay-Z had recently started dating Beyonce. This connection led to speculation that Pimp C's reluctance to collaborate on the song Big Pimpin' stemmed from fears that Jay-Z might discover the existence of the tape. The situation took a further twist when rumors emerged that Jay Prince, the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records and a highly respected figure in both the streets and the music industry, intervened to help retrieve the tape. Allegedly, Jay-Z and Beyonce's team reached out to Jay Prince, requesting his assistance in obtaining the tape from Pimp C. Despite Pimp C's reported agreement to return the tape, there were suspicions that he may have kept another copy hidden away. Pimpin' Ken's admission that he had seen the tape corroborated the idea that it was not a closely guarded secret, which likely infuriated Jay-Z and Beyonce. According to the conspiracy theory, Jay Prince met with them to discuss a solution, and that's when the rumor claims they decided to take out Pimp C. Some people even believe that Jay Prince kept a copy of the tape for himself to use as leverage in case he ever needed a favor from Jay-Z or Beyonce. However, some people believe that Pimp C's wife might have been used to orchestrate his unalivement. You see, Shannara, Pimp C's wife, started acting very strangely right before his death. Edgar, Pimp C's close friend, was supposed to go with him to LA, as they always traveled together and had connecting rooms in case of an emergency. However, on this particular trip, Shannara told Pimp C that Edgar had to work and couldn't make it. But Edgar didn't actually have to work, and he had already told Shannara that he was planning to go. This raised red flags for Edgar, who immediately knew something was off. According to Edgar, Pimp C and Shannara had a big argument on the way to LA over a Bentley. Pimp wanted to use a car service to get to the airport, but Shannara insisted on driving the Bentley and leaving it in the airport parking lot. Pimp thought this was a bad idea, not wanting to leave such an expensive car in a public lot. Despite his concerns, Shannara made it a big issue, and they ended up taking the Bentley. Not only did they park it at the airport, but they also left it in a tow zone. Pimp later had to call Edgar, asking him to move the car. However, instead of letting Edgar handle it, Shannara decided to fly all the way back to Texas to move it herself, leaving Pimp alone in LA. If either Edgar or Shannara had been with Pimp in LA, he might still be alive. But because Pimp was left alone, his alleged unaliver had the chance to poison him and get away with it. This made Edgar suspicious about Shannara's involvement. He thought it was strange that she lied about Edgar having to work, knowing that if Edgar had been there, he might have been able to prevent what happened. It also seemed odd that Shannara made such a big deal about driving the Bentley to the airport when they could have easily hired a driver. On top of that, there was no real reason for Shannara to fly back to Texas to move the car when Edgar could have done it. The entire situation didn't add up and seemed very suspicious. After Pimp's death, Shannara also had a falling out with the rest of Pimp's family. She was put in control of his estate, handling his money and business matters. However, after about 9 years, one of Pimp's kids, Chad Jr., filed a lawsuit to have her removed from managing the estate, claiming she had mishandled the finances. The lawsuit alleged that bills were unpaid, expensive jewelry was missing, and Pimp C's former mansion in Port Arthur, Texas was in foreclosure. Even the Bentley was repossessed because Shannara couldn't pay the $2,800 monthly payment. Shannara argued that she had invested her own money to keep Pimp C's name alive, but without him around to make music and perform, the money was tight. However, lawyers presented evidence showing that she spent $150,000 between 2011 and 2013 and another $80,000 over the next 2 years. That money was supposed to go to all of Pimp's family members, not just her, but none of Pimp's kids ever saw any of it. Public records also revealed that Pimp's estate owed $7.2 million in back taxes and $5.1 million to former UGK manager Byron Hill. Additionally, the judge found that there was $150,000 worth of jewelry and other assets missing that Shannara couldn't explain. Pimp's son, Chad Jr., became especially upset when Shannara released 3 Pimp C albums after his death and was attending red carpet events. Shannara claimed she didn't see any money from the music and that all the revenue was spent on maintaining Pimp's brand, but the judge wasn't convinced by her story. Ultimately, Shannara was removed from managing the estate due to the way she had handled Pimp's money after his passing. Because of these questionable actions, some people believe that Shannara might have been part of a conspiracy to have Pimp C eliminated. But knowing Shannara, most fans are convinced that she did not IT work alone. There had to be someone pulling the strings, and that someone was allegedly Jay-Z. In any case, 50 Cent exposing Jay-Z is no surprise to fans. You see, 50 Cent and Jay-Z's feud goes back over 20 years. And while it started as a typical rap beef, it evolved into something much bigger. In a candid conversation with podcast The Breakfast Club, 50 Cent talked about how he met Beyonce in Vegas before claiming the Halo singer jumped out as she was ready to fight for Jay-Z.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing?
According to 50 Cent, Bey must have thought he and her husband were arguing before she jumped out and pulled a no-nonsense confrontational face at him.
Because I'm just saying what's up.
Mm-hmm.
But she feeling my energy come over because we do say things about each other. It's competitive nature, that's it.
Yeah.
50 Cent also admitted that he was quite taken aback by Bey's reaction since it was a situation he had not seen coming.
And I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So
on.
Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
He claimed he didn't know how to respond to her because, well, she is still Queen Bee and he never expected to be in a situation like that with her.
Because I don't know exactly how to respond to this. You are still Beyonce.
In the same interview, 50 Cent also threw jabs at Beyonce's younger sister, Solange. The rapper made the comments after the co-host mentioned Solange, who famously attacked Jay-Z in an elevator after the 2014 Met Gala, saying that he was lucky she wasn't there.
You lucky Solange wasn't there. Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't there.
Solange was there, I would have had to reboot.
While it was uncalled for, it doesn't come as a surprise that Bey reacted the way she did, since the rapper has frequently and publicly attacked her husband. In fact, the former Destiny Child's lead artist probably attacked 50 Cent after he exposed Jay-Z's creepy secrets. In an interview with Power 99, 50 Cent revealed Jay-Z's connection with secret societies and how they worked.
Do you believe he's down with some sort of secret society?
Well, I believe he's in now, like with a different crowd. So he can't even write the same music.
50 Cent even went further to accuse Jay-Z of not wanting to help other artists because he didn't want any competition.
And Jay didn't want to do that, like, because it was like to him, like, you know, the perception of it is like I'm losing something to him now.
They're
Like
very competitive.
Right.
What's more, 50 Cent has also previously thrown jabs at Bey without provocation. In 2014, 50 Cent made a joke on social media that some interpreted as a slight towards Beyonce. The incident occurred when 50 Cent posted a meme on his Instagram page that showed a split-screen image of Beyonce and R&B singer Tiara Mari. The caption on the image read, "B, you stole my song. Now I'm gonna take your man." The meme was a reference to the fact that both Beyonce and Tyra Mari had released songs with similar titles, Beyonce's Drunken Love and Tyra Mari's You Did That. The feud between Jay-Z and 50 Cent is often regarded as one of the most heated rivalries in hip-hop history. Both artists were at the height of their careers, with Jay-Z being one of the most respected and successful rappers of all time, and 50 Cent rising to fame with his debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. The feud between the two rappers began in 1999 when 50 Cent signed to Columbia Records, which was owned by Sony Music. At the time, Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam Records, which was owned by Sony's competitor, Universal Music Group. Jay-Z reportedly offered to sign 50 Cent to Def Jam, but 50 Cent declined and instead signed with Columbia. In 2002, 50 Cent released his debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', which became a massive success and went on to sell over 10 million copies worldwide. The album's success put 50 Cent on the map as one of the most promising new rappers in the game, and he quickly gained a reputation for his aggressive and confrontational lyrics. Jay-Z, who was still the president of Def Jam at the time, was not a fan of 50 Cent's music or his persona. In an interview with Hot 97, Jay-Z referred to 50 Cent as a hustler and criticized his lyrics for promoting violence and drug use. The tension between the two rappers continued to escalate over the next few years, with both artists taking shots at each other in their music. In 2005, Jay-Z released the song, The Prelude, which many interpreted as a diss towards 50 Cent. In the song, Jay-Z raps, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business." Later that same year, 50 Cent released the song Piggy Bank, which included several lines aimed at Jay-Z.
With me if you wanna eat, 'cause I do your little like Jay did Mobb Deep.
The feud between the two rappers reached a boiling point in 2007 when Jay-Z released the song I Get Money remix, featuring 50 Cent. The remix was seen as a truce between the two artists, but it was short-lived. Later that same year, 50 Cent released the song I'll Still, which included a verse that many interpreted as a diss towards Jay-Z. In the song, 50 Cent raps, "I take 2 steps back and release myself, to put a hole in a N for effing with my wealth, and the only thing that's promised in life is I'ma sell coke, sell dope, sell CDs. I'm not Curtis Jackson, I'm 50 Cent MF." In 2009, Jay-Z and 50 Cent appeared together on the cover of XXL magazine, where they discussed their feud and the possibility of working together in the future. However, no collaboration ever materialized, and the two rappers continued to take shots at each other in their music. As for the Pimp C case, fans are convinced that this story is far from over. With new evidence coming to light and fans digging deeper into the secrets of the music industry, one thing is certain, nothing will ever be the same. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.